Very good morning, students. After the exhaustive discussion of empirical and molecular formula, average atomic mass and percentage composition, I hope the next part is the very important area is the limiting reagent. So write down the topic. Today's topic is limiting what? Reagent or reactant. Reactants. Quite often out of two reactants, one reactant is completely consumed or vanished, is called limiting reagent, and the other, which is in excess, is called excess reagent or reactant. Out of the two reactants, one has to be completely vanished during the course of the reaction. Obviously, the formation of product always depends upon the limiting reagent. Keep in mind, formation of products depends upon limiting reagent. So for example, methane undergoes combustion to form CO2 plus 2 times water, carbon dioxide and water. It is the methane which is completely consumed or vanished to form the product is the limiting reagent, and the air, obviously air is in excess because solute is always in the lesser quantity. Methane acts as a solute and that acts as a solvent. So in that way, theoretically I am talking, so this is the excess reagent. And the formation of product depends upon the limiting reagent. So out of the two reactants, one reactant is supposed to be completely vanished or consumed. Formation of product obviously depends upon the limiting reagent. I give you one numerical is how to solve, how to find the limiting reagent. Like, say, write down a question and solve it. 3 gram of hydrogen reacts with 29 gram of O2 to form water. Find limiting reagent, excess reagent, amount unreacted, and amount of water. First of all, your job is to get limiting reagent, and those which is limiting reagent, that will form the amount product formed. Keep in mind. Second, excess and the difference between the amount unreacted. Here, first to frame the question. What the question is? H2, the stoichiometry reaction is, this is the 2H2 plus O2, that gives, what is that? 2H2. So stoichiometry reaction is 4 gram of H2, 16 into 2, 30 gram of O2 to produce 2 into 18. How much the amount of water? First to frame the equation, balance the equation, and you know the atomic mass of the hydrogen, molar mass 4 grams, 16 into 2, 32 grams, and it will fit. But the data's given 3 gram of H2, here write 3 gram, here write 29 gram, and this thing you have to be calculate amount. We don't know what the amount of water, but amount is to be decided by taking the confidence of the limiting reagent or limiting reactant. Dear students, first you frame the equation, either you proceed H2 and oxygen or you vice versa, limiting reagent will remain same. Let you apply and get the same answer. So 4 gram of hydrogen, apply the unitary method. 4 gram of hydrogen requires oxygen, how much gram? 32 gram. See here. Therefore, in 1 gram of hydrogen requires 32 upon 4. How much hydrogen given in the numerical? Therefore, 29 gram is given. 32 upon 4 into, this is what? 3 gram of hydrogen reacts with, 3 gram hydrogen. 3 gram hydrogen is given here. So this is the 3. 4 8 ja, 8 3 ja, 24 gram. Let you compare. It is a comparison method. Now, hydrogen को oxygen कितना चाहिए? 24 gram. But supply oxygen is how much gram? 29 gram, which is more. Supply amount is more than the required amount. Try to understand. हाइड्रोजन को ऑक्सीजन चाहिए 24 ग्राम, बट सप्लाइड ऑक्सीजन हमें तो दिया हुआ है 29 ग्राम. तो हमें क्या करने पड़ेंगे? कंपैरिजंस करने पड़ेंगे. एंड 24 हमें चाहिए और सप्लाइड 29 है. दैट मीन्स कि सप्लाइड ज़्यादा है. सो हाइड्रोजन इज excess reagent and nitrogen is what reagent? Limiting reagent, my dear student. Is it clear to you? Amount unreacted. Amount unreacted. कितना amount unreacted रह गया? 29 minus 24, 5 gram unreacted रह गया. Am I clear? Right? Then you got limiting reactant, you got excess reactant, but amount is to be calculated by taking the confidence of limiting reagent. What I have observed here, S2 act as excess, forget it. Now carry the limiting reagent, that is why N2 act as a limiting reagent. So let you go through that with a little pause. This, apply the unitary method, then you get the answer. Therefore 3 gram is already supplied, 24 is the answer, amount provided 29, difference is 5 gram. Now amount is to be calculated. See, amount of what, my dear students? Which is the limiting reagent? Hydrogen is what reagent? Limiting reagent, and oxygen is the excess reagent. Right now? See, 24 gram oxygen चाहिए, but oxygen दिया कितना था हमें? 29 ग्राम दिया था. तो ऑक्सीजन जो होगा वो क्या होगा? एक्सेस रिएजेंट, और हाइड्रोजन क्या होगा? लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. आप उसको करेक्ट कर लो. बिकॉज ऑफ आई थॉट इट इज द अमोनिया रिएक्शन, सॉरी, इट इज द रिएक्शन ऑफ द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स राइट नाउ. सो हाइड्रोजन को ऑक्सीजन चाहिए कितना? 24 ग्राम. सप्लाइड ऑक्सीजन कितना है? 29. सो ऑक्सीजन एक्ट एज अ एक्सेस रिएजेंट एंड हाइड्रोजन एक्ट एज अ लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. हमें वाटर निकालना है, तो वाटर निकालने के लिए हमें लिमिटिंग को लेके चलना पड़ेगा. लिमिटिंग इज द हाइड्रोजन हियर, हाइड्रोजन. सो 4 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन प्रोड्यूस वाटर 36 ग्राम, राइट? सो 4 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन प्रोड्यूस water 36 gram. Therefore in 1 gram 36 by 4, therefore kitna gram is given? 3 gram hydrogen is given. 36 into 3 by 4, 9 4 ja. So amount of water is 27 gram. Is it clear to you? So here you correct yourself, right? And then you compare it, and the way you can solve the question, right? I give you the other question. May I have this part here? It's all right. See here. Solve the other question, dear students. Here, let 2a plus 4b that gives 3c plus 4d. This is the question in terms of the mole. 2a plus 4b that gives 3c plus 4d. When 5 moles of A reacts with 5 moles of A reacts with 6 moles of B. 6 moles of B. Then find limiting reagent, excess reagent. Then find limiting reagent, excess reagent, and amount of what? Amount of C. So dear students, first of all, you see the stoichiometry reaction. Whatever the reaction is given in terms of the reactant and the products. Solution is 2a plus 4b gives 3c plus 4d. Right? 2a reacts with 4 mole of B, therefore in 1, 4 by 2, therefore 5 moles of A, therefore 5 moles of A, 4 into 5 by 2, this is the, what is your answer? 10 moles of B. Matlab A requires 10 moles of B, but B is how much given here? 6 moles. That is in the lesser quantity, so the supply is less as compared to the demand. What the demand is? A को B चाहिए 10 moles, but B दिया कितना है? What is that? 6 moles. So B is the what reagent? Limiting reagent, and A is the what reagent? Excess reagent. How much amount unreacted? Amount unreacted 10 minus 6. How much moles? 4 moles. Right? Then question is to calculate the amount of what? C. To calculate the C, let you go for the limiting reagent. C को निकालने के लिए we need the limiting reagent. What is the limiting reagent? B. B. So write down amount of C. Dear friends, 4 moles of B produce 3 moles of C. 4 moles of B produce 3 moles of C. Therefore, in 1 mole, 3 by 4. Therefore, in 6 moles of B, 6 it is given here. So 3 into 6 by 4. 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 9 by 2, 4.5 mole is the right answer. 4.5 mole is the right answer. So the way you can calculate limiting reagent and the excess reagent, how much amount unreacted and all that. It's all right. If you complete all that parameters, and one thing, the last part of this chapter is types of chemical, laws of chemical combinations. That is the bit theoretical part. You can do yourself, but hopefully we'll discuss in detail about laws of chemical combination. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you.